If you are new to Canva, you can open your browser and then you can just write Canva and it will give you a result, and you'll pick canva.com. Then if you don't have account, you can sign up using your email, and once you have signed up, you log into this dashboard. As you can see now, if you have used Canva before, when you log in, you'll see some of your latest work here. They'll be listed here. Okay, so this is how it looks like. So today we are going to learn about different elements, and to do so we are going to design something as we do so. So we're going to design a social media post, and this social media post is going to be for Instagram. So to do so, you can come here and you can check. You can see there's option for social media. So if you click, you can see up here you can choose. So here you have popular, but you can see that you can decide to choose, let's say, like Instagram. You can see, okay, and you can come down here. You can see which template you like to work with. Okay, so alternatively, you can come here and you can just search. You can search Instagram posts, like that. You can see there are many different options down here, and so if none of them fulfills, you can just click search for Instagram post. So this gives you several. You'll see, if you have designs, you will see some of them up here, and you can find more by seeing more of your previous designs, and you can work with them. Now if you are new, you can check some of the templates here and you can pick from them. So for our case today, we are going to work from scratch, so let's pick that, like that, and now it opens. So now we have a new dashboard from the previous one. You can name whatever you want to name here. So we are going to do a design that encourages people to travel to Ghana. So you can increase here if you want to view more, so that it is more visible for you. Now if you don't know much about this, here you can view this toolbox here, or toolkit. You can view one of our past videos. It has more information on this. So for our case today, we are going to design from scratch. So for our previous post, we were able to design using some of the templates, but today we are not using any templates, so we are going to do everything from scratch. So now I'm going to come here and I'm going to upload some information. So you can upload some information like some images or videos, or even Word document. You can also upload PDF. You can upload many things here. So I'm going to upload just some images like that. Now once uploaded, I want to use this image as a background image, like that. Now if you want to adjust this image, you can double click on it. Okay, so you can see I can be able to pull it down like that or up. Okay, so if you have a large image, you can adjust it the way you want. Now you can see when I click to drag, you can see there 9 lines there. You can see there 9 lines. So you have 3 at the top, 3 in the middle, and 3 at the bottom. So those are grids. Okay, and there is a rule called rule of thirds. So this helps me to align my image the way I want. So like if I want, I can know, maybe I'll place text on the right, or like I'll place text at the top. So it gives me that idea on how I'm going to work on my design. You can also have the grids here. To do so, you can come here to file, you click on file like that, and then you come to settings. You can see here show rows like that. So you can see I have these rows here. So if I want maybe I can do something like this. If I want to have these rows to help me with the design, and I have to remember to remove them, so you can place them in similar sizes. So you can have those rules like that. So like they are not equivalent like they should. This just for learning sake. So if you have done photography, you'll understand what rule of thirds means. And these grids, they can help you like when you're doing your design. So if you want this image to be maybe in certain place, you can use that rule of third. Here I have 4, there should be 3. So I can be able to remove, maybe just have there. So you have like 1, 2, 3, and then here the same. Yeah, so you can see I still have my grid there, and now I can be able to position this image the way I want to position it, so that when I'm adding text, I can know to what element this text should be. Maybe I want to add it at the bottom here. These grids, they can help me. So if you don't know much about rule of thirds, you can just search rule of thirds and rule of thirds in photography. I'm a rule of thirds grid, and you can read. Okay, you can see, you can read more. It can help you also when you're doing photography as well, and it can help also with this. So I'm going to remove those grid lines because I don't need them. Okay, so I have my image there. Okay, nice. Now I want to add some elements in here. Okay, so let's say if I want to add an image here, I can come here, and instead of just doing something like this, so maybe I want to add this image. Instead of just doing like this, I can come in under the elements, and I can search for frames like that. And you can see here, these are different frames. So if you add a frame like this one, maybe here, you can add your image inside. Like you can drop your image, so it helps to make things much better. So you can just drop your image in there. So I don't need frames for this, but I'll need shapes. So I'll come here and let's look for shapes. So I have many shapes here, so I want to use this one. So I'll shape it very well, drag it like that. I want these corners to be there, and these two. Okay, like that. Let me push this image a little bit up. Nice, so that I can also be able to push this a little higher. There, nice. Now if I'm doing design for someone, probably they have like their brand and stuff, so I can just come. Okay, if you're using like Canva Pro, you can add like your logo here and you can upload. But if you're not using Canva Pro, it will be hard for you to add the logo here. So like if I add the logo here, I can always go back and I can use that logo like that. But if you don't have like Canva Pro, you can just upload the image the normal way. You come and you upload. Now if you have the uploaded image, I would have gone through all these details, but last time if you haven't checked the previous video on how to come up with the color palette, you can look, okay, for your brand. Now if you're not using the Canva Pro, you can just come back here on your uploads and you can add the image that you want to add. So here we have the logo. Let me just put it at the top here. And if I want this logo to be much better, I can decide to use the frames. Okay, you can just come here and search frames, and I can check the best frames to use. Like I think this is a better one, and I can just resize it here. Like that, and I can add that image in there like that. So now I want to change the color of this shape. So to change color, you can see there's this tool bar here. So use this toolbar. You can see you can edit the shape. This provides you can change the shape to different shape, and then you can change even the outline. Like the outline right now it doesn't have the outline, but if you want to have an outline, you can see outline has been added. You don't really need an outline. You can even make your outline to be maybe dotted, and you can increase. You can see you can increase in size, so we don't need it. You can change the corners. These corners here, you can make it more like that if you want, you see, or you can just make it a little, or you might not want the corners, but for this one we want to have the corners. Okay, I think that's fine. Let me do this and that, then add the corners more. Okay, so I can still do more edits. I can come here and I can change the color. Now you can see, since I have my logo here, I'm able to pick colors from my logo. I can also pick colors from this image. Now I want to use colors from my logo. I'll pick this color from my logo, or I can even pick this or that, but I'll go with this color. Okay, let me push this a little up. So you can use the arrow on your keyboard to push this up if you want. Okay, so next I'm going to add another shape, so since it is similar shape that I want, you can even search by specific shape that you want. So you can see here many shapes. So for my case, I just want to use the similar shape, so I'm going to copy that and to paste, and then I'm going to drag it up and you can see now it's like it has overshadowed the other one. So I'm going to use a different color for this one. Let's say that color, and now you can see it covers the previous one. So if you want to push it to the back, you come back here to the toolbar. Okay, and you can see these three dots here. You click more and you click on position. Now you can see here, you know how to position it. So we want to send it backward like that. So we can pull it a little up and want to see the shape. This other side as well, like that. Okay, so you can see now we have this and we have that. So this doesn't look great for my design. Let me use like that. Yes. So here I'm going to write two things. I'm going to write the trip destination and the dates, or I can write the price and the dates like that. So let me add this a little bit up. And nice. So you come back here to these elements. The next element we want to use is text. For the text, you can see you have different levels of text. You have heading, subheading, then you have normal text. So I can even pick just the normal text. Okay, so I'll pick just the normal text, and I'm going to write destination like that. It's Ghana. And let me change this text color. To change text color, you come here and we're going to use white like that. Let me bold it better. Then we can choose fonts. So now if you're new to fonts, you can go to Google and you can search Google fonts, and you can come here, you can check different fonts. So you can see, like for now here, if you sort, if you filter, you can see by trending, and you're able to see how it looks like. Now Roboto is trending, this Note Sans is trending, this Bungi Tint is trending. So you see which one you can pick. So you can even come here, you see, and you can see more. Okay, you can search, like you can write here whatever you want to write. You can see it changes here. You can check here by even most popular, like that. You can see this is the most popular, newest, like that. So you can even search by names. So you can go through, they have millions and millions of fonts. Okay, and you can choose for different things, as you can see. So if you are new to fonts and you don't know where to start, you can just come and jump quick in. If you know the type of fonts you're searching, you can just search for it here. Let's say I'm searching for that sans. So if you know the kind of text you're searching, you can just type there. You can see sans serif like that, and you can have different options. All these, they're sans serif. Okay, and you can be able to pick from one. Now so let's go here, back here, and you can also see they have given you up here options like headings and all that, paragraph, display, serif, sans serif, rounded, modern, all that. So let's say if I choose elegant like that, you can see they give me here options. So let's go with let's say Radley. You can see how it looks like, and we can add here the size like that. We can come in and resize this. Then we can copy this and paste and just come here and change this to dates, and we can write the dates for the event April 22nd to 28th 2026. So we can push this so that so if we want this to be distinct and look more separable, we can come back to shapes and we can just search for lines, and we can choose a line here, let's say this, and you can see there's this line to rotate. You can just rotate it. You want to rotate to 90 degrees like that. Then you have this thing here that you can use it to place it where you want to place it. So you can see where it is, there is a line at the top here, so like that. So if you can see there's a line, so I can resize this like that. So you can see now, if I want to ignore this line that shows this the middle and I do my own thing, I can still be able to push this just for the sake of my design somewhere there. I can go in and I can add more information here. So I'm just going to change this information here